right, John Dunleavy, can you lead us in a pledge since you asked?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we have Reverend Vernava. Did I say that right?
No.
Great job.
You didn't say it.
Great job.
How does it pronounce it?
How's he pronounce it?
How do you pronounce
Yeah, exactly.
it? Vernava.
Vernava.
Oh, why didn't say
Yes.
it right?
Sweet.
Old Steeple Church. Pastor, Reverend, would you like to say our invocation?
Hey, I'm wondering if Tim Murphy is here.
He is here.
Where's Tim?
Actually, he's probably
He's
staying
probably outside.
I know. I didn't think it was going to take this long, right?
Probably had a couple of drinks.
He's very shy.
Mr. Murphy.
Officer Murphy,
Yeah.
the Reverend would like to speak to you. Reverend Vernava.
I wanted to be certain that you were in the room so that in prayer we can acknowledge this proclamation and award of yours. Congratulations. Good. And even though I'm wearing the hat to do the invocation, I'll wear the hat for a moment to say there's an application here for the Old Steeple Church. I can't pray about that. I just want to say. It's like praying for your favorite baseball team. You really can't do that from the pulpit. Let's pray together. Loving God, we're glad for the day. We're glad for the water that nourishes the crops that are growing. We're glad for the community that is gathered for the work of the town and for her leaders who contemplate and discern and discuss and then decide what is best for all concerned. We're glad for Tim Murphy and for his work on behalf of the town's law enforcement and for this day and award and acclamation for his diligence and faithfulness and hard work. Continue to protect him and all of our men and women in uniform who serve here and elsewhere. Now, gentle our speech, that we might hear well, that we might speak with care, so that we might conduct this work mindful of your grace in our lives. We pray in your holy name. I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Reverend Vernava, thank you very much for that and the soliloquy that started. If we could have the police chief and Officer Murphy up. Oops. My glasses off my desk. So it is, oh, that's good. Come on here, Tim. It is always amazing to me your level of dedication to the DWI. I don't want to say stop DWI efforts, but to the DWI effort. And it's just simply astonishing that in a small town like this that you outperform, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you outperform all the other Suffolk County police officers and East End police officers, and you did so again last year, and that's why I had to get my glasses. So you had 89 arrests last year. That is simply astonishing. That's a great thing. You're doing a wonderful job for the town of Riverhead, and you're keeping our streets safe for all the residents, and we thank you on behalf of the town board. We get a certificate, another one. I don't know what you do with them all, the certificates, but you do a great job. Thank you. Chief, would you like to say anything, Chief?
Tim does a great job. He's the ultimate professional. He's out there protecting all the residents too, the visitors too, the town of Riverhead, and he's just outstanding.
Thank you.
I would say that by recognition of this proclamation, it shows that the town of Riverhead takes DWI very seriously, and I'm appreciative of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you, Tim. All right,
Thank you.
we don't have a dog, but Jim,
But you
I got
want to get your own glasses, that's it.
As always, at daytime meetings, the first Tuesday of every month, we try to showcase a dog at our animal shelter to try to encourage people to visit the shelter. It's a great location. They do great work. North Fork runs it very well. We have Ivy, which is a mini pit bull up there. She's 6 months old. Great with, it says loving and gentle, loves being with people and other dogs. So it's a great family dog. So it doesn't have that stigma that goes along with people think about pit bulls. This is an exceptional dog. So if you'd like to visit Ivy, I'll leave this up here, but Ivy's there, won't be showcased today, but please stop by the animal shelter on Youngs Avenue and see the, what happened?
Flies up there,
Oh, okay, flies up there. And see the animals we have available.
all right, great, thank you.
okay?
You guys?
Anybody want a flyer, it's right up here.
You're gonna bring Ivy now?
I got 2 of them already. Oh, I meant to say that my fundraiser, I make sure 10
Okay, so, John,
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes of the May 20th meeting, 2015, so moved.
And seconded?
moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabriel Sims.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The minutes are approved. Under applications, these are pending town board approval, a parade for the Riverhead Community Awareness Program, and that is June 5th. Special events, Old Steeple Community Church, Annual Antique Fair, August 22nd. Polish Town Civic Association Local Brewery Tasting Event, July 11th. Fireworks, Riverhead Raceway, July 4th, and Jamesport Fire Department, July 11th. Under reports, tax receiver total tax collection to date as of May 27th, $98,924,979.26. Building Department monthly report for April, $35,419.75. The Riverhead Sewer District submitted their April discharge monitoring report. And under correspondence, a letter from Deborah Zabrowski in response to the public hearing of May 20th regarding weight limits on Toomey Avenue. Frank Scarola, he sent a letter offering to purchase the property described as 542 East Main Street, Riverhead. There was also a petition from residents of Warner Drive, Bating Hollow, requesting road repairs for
I
Warner
think
Drive.
we may solve the Warner Drive thing today. We didn't put the resolution in, we have another 4 because it just didn't get done in time, and so it's not time sensitive for the sale of the East Lawn building, but I'd like the town board to reconsider just listing that building with Cushman & Wakefield, because now we've got this gentleman who's put an offer in, Greg Fisher. Actually, his recent letter is not that bad, I mean, he's on point, he is offering a little bit more. And at the close of his letter, his feeling is that we should probably either rebid it or go to a public auction or something like that. So I'm not gonna, we don't have to make a decision today, but I think my personal opinion has always been to list it with Cushman & Wakefield. I'd like to get some feedback from the board, and I only bring it up because Frank Scolara's letter is here, and I'm sure Greg Fisher's will be here at the next meeting. So maybe we can talk about it on Thursday. All right, that's my
Let's go
report.
offer more than Greg Fisher, so.
Yeah, but they all
did.
knew what the base price was based on the
Right.
responses from the RFPs.
Yes.
Which is why we probably should just list it with Cushman & Wakefield and see whether we can get a higher offer. I mean, you don't know. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything. Right now, we've figured out a home for the Riverhead Housing Development Corporation.
We have, the new numbers are, you said there were offers that were higher.
Yeah, it was a little higher, like 141.
141.
They went.
And that was not Greg, that's
$1,000.
someone
That's the
else.
next guy. That's what I'm saying. People are inching it up, and I'm thinking maybe there's some money to be made here.
Mr.
Just
Fisher,
list it-
to the best
list
of
it.
my recollection, had submitted an offer,
140.
140.
at 140.
I think
140.
Scalara, whatever his
Win
name is.
$1,000 more. We're
He's
going back into
141.
Yeah.
Riverhead Resorts racetrack thing where we're just.
Hey, listen, we get more money for it, get more money
Good.
for it. That's my point is,
Well, this
because
fellow here is involved with restoration.
That's why I think we
That's
just
why he
list the
does
thing.
restoration.
We should just list the property and see
Right.
what, I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? We get a higher offer? I don't think you get a lower offer. So think about it, and I think it's something that, Tara, if you can mark that down for work session, we'll put that back on for work session. Are there any other committee committee reports?
Just that the cardboard boat race Sunday the 28th, so start building those boats.
Okay.
Mr. Supervisor.
And I want to thank the handful of volunteers that came out for the spring cleanup that we did on the.
I do apologize. I was
Well,
not
I
among
didn't
that
see any of you
handful.
there, but it was it's still a good turnout from the community. It was good.
And,
All right, any
Oh,
other
one
And
reports?
we have
oh, go ahead.
Sing for the East End that is going to be putting on a show, like a karaoke type broadcast at Grangeville Park, and that is on June 20th. And it's from 7 to 11, I believe, at Grangeville Park. Right, Jim? Sing East End?
I don't know that it's 11.
Or it's to benefit East End Hospice,
Yeah.
so,
It's Doug Wald, yeah, he does a great job.
yes.
Now, on June 14th, they're having a steak dinner at Polish Hall, steak night, for the veterans. On the bulletin board, there's a notice right over here on the right-hand, actually come in on the left-hand side, if you look at it, but on June 14th, at Polish Hall, they're having a steak night for veterans.
5 to 8.
So, that, if anybody can come, that is appreciated.
All right, good. We have two public hearings scheduled. One was scheduled for 2:05, and welcome, Ms. Prudenti. 2:05, it is now 2:15. I will open the public hearing consideration of a proposed local law to update and adopt a procurement policy. Anne Marie, you're actually the procurement queen in
Okay.
town, so.
This proposed amendment would allow it's a procedural requirement which would allow the town to take advantage of the New York State amendments, allowing for piggybacking off of different municipalities' contracts and allowing other municipalities to piggyback off our contracts. I'm going to ask the town board to adopt the local law, even though erroneously guideline 8 was omitted. So, but rather than delay, if the town board adopts this local law, I could thereafter propose a amendment to this local law, adding back in guideline 8.
It's fine.
Rather than delay the cost saving that we could actually achieve.
Well, it certainly makes sense. I'm surprised that we haven't done this, not on us, but I mean, in general.
Right.
Does anybody wish to be heard on this matter? Not seeing anybody. I'll close the public hearing, leave it open for written comment until June 12th in the town clerk's office, 4:30. Second public hearing is scheduled for 2:10. It is now 2:16, and this is a public hearing to hear all interested persons with regard to an agreement between Town of Riverhead Water District, New York SMSA Limited Partnership, DBA, Verizon Wireless, to authorize the use of the Water District property located in North Wading River Road, Wading River, New York. Mark, are you going to say something about this? Anne Marie?
Sure.
Okay.
The public hearing requirement for the improvement district, section town law 19812A, requires a public hearing for the lease of water district property valued at over $1,000. Obviously, it's anticipated that more than $1,000 worth of revenue would be generated. As a result, this is to locate on a water tank, I believe.
In my backyard. Almost.
Aren't they there now? Is this just a renewal, another 10-year contract? Or?
I think it's a new lease, right, Mark? It's a new lease.
Mark, can you come up and
It's a new lease.
I'll ask you a question anyway.
We have our Water District Superintendent, Mark Conklin. Go ahead, John.
Oh, Mark, yearly, how much money does the water district receive from these cell towers, or cell antennas?
Probably about 550,000.
550, so you're saving the taxpayer that much money?
Yes.
So, okay.
The unfortunate part John, as what we're seeing is that the cell companies are merging and taking antennas off the towers. So even though we may see an increase in this particular license, it's only going to fill a hole from a couple, I think 2 other ones that have recently, 4 other ones.
We're gonna lose 4.
We're gonna lose 4. I know of 2, I guess there's 4 more. So our cell carrier stream, revenue stream is going to be on a downward spiral, and I think that's going to be indicative of what happens with cell companies, period, because I think that there are new technologies, including drones and other things that they're talking about, that someday we may not have any revenue from
But
cell
right now,
tower.
we're receiving a good bit.
Yeah, yeah.
It may decrease over time instead of
Yeah,
increasing.
next year.
but
Next year.
Next year,
That's what we'll worry about.
It'll start decreasing.
All right.
So, very good, Mark.
Anybody
Thank
else
you.
wish to be heard on this matter? Not seeing anybody, I'll close the public comment portion, leave it open for written comment till June 12th in the town clerk's office, 4:30. And that concludes the public hearings. Chris, we're going to CDA?
No, we got
Oh,
comments.
sorry.
Comments.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Does anybody wish to be heard on resolutions? Sorry. How you doing, Sal?
Sal Mastropolo, Calverton. Resolution number 400. I have a question. Did the building department get to see the entire set of plans for the proposed construction by Island Water Park?
I think so, yes, but we're gonna table this resolution. They actually called me and asked me to table the resolution. So I'm gonna make a motion to table the resolution. They have, submitted their application for, the building permit fees for the foundation permit, but I believe we did ask the building department and they have the plans in there. I do believe, but we are gonna table it.
Okay.
Well,
401.
I think we'll table it.
Well, my concern was giving them a permit for the foundation if you didn't see the entire structure.
I believe they have submitted it, but if you, Tara, can you just make a note, Tara, to, that I'll, call me and I'll talk to Brad, get an answer to you.
Okay, 401. Talks in here about, it's the third from the last resolve. The town board requires a monitor to be selected in writing by the town board and employed during the duration of the permit at the expense of the applicant. Does that monitor on weekends as well, like Saturdays?
Yeah, they'll be monitoring the whole time. I mean, that's their job.
You sure they work on Saturdays?
I'm sure
They're not permitted to move
on Sunday, they're not,
material.
Saturday, they may be, but
They're not moving
unless the
anymore.
monitor's on site, so.
Say that again, Jim?
If they're working on site, they'll be there.
but they can't do it on Sundays anyway, so.
And they can't remove any material unless the monitor is there.
Okay, well, I walk on weekends, and I've seen material moving out of a particular site at the intersection of Sound and 25A on a Saturday, okay?
Well, no, but he doesn't have a monitor.
Oh, he doesn't?
They work on Saturday, but in this resolution, they have to have a monitor.
Okay. Resolution 418, this is just a question. Has the town ever considered coordinating their bidding and purchasing with the Riverhead Central School District?
Yes.
Particularly on sporting goods supplies, because they just passed the resolution last week, putting out, getting pricing for sporting goods.
Well, the recent amendment, adoption of a local law allowing for the piggyback and the amendment to the procurement policy will allow that.
With a school district, not
Correct.
particularly a town, but a school district.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And I got my answer, they have the building plans for the foundation permit, but we're gonna table the resolution. That's in conformance with the town code, because it used to be you didn't have to pull your permits, and we allowed them, we changed the code, so you have to have either a foundation or a building permit. But they have not paid their $170,000 excavation fee, so we're not moving forward with that at this point.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Sid Bale.
Good afternoon. Sid Bale, President of Wading River Civic. I'm here to offer support for Resolution 402. This authorizes the application to the U.S. Department of Transportation for Tiger Grant to support maglev demonstration vehicle project at EPCAL. A lot of people may have heard of maglev, and they think that this is something that's been around for a very long time, and this isn't something new. But what Gordon Danby and Jim Powell are talking about here is really second generation maglev, and it's the ability to transport on existing rail. It also involves the ability to transport cargo as opposed to passengers. So it's really unique. And if Riverhead would be lucky enough to obtain this grant,
Really, that would be great.
it would be a game changer.
Yeah.
Because it would be entirely, open up an entirely new field, not only for Riverhead and Long Island, but for this country. It's kind of sad to see the role that high-speed rail is filling. People see that as the future, but you look at an ambitious project like the high-speed rail project in California. It's going to be built by the Chinese, all right? So this is something that should be, vigorously supported. And, I wish us all the best of luck on this one.
Well, everything we've done with the subdivision lends itself to being able to be very competitive with both this grant and maglev, and certainly, I know Gordon Danby and his partners have been partners, only one other person.
Jim Powell.
Jim Powell. They've been pushing this for a long time, so keep your fingers crossed, say a prayer, and
Right.
pass the resolution, and let's see.
Thank you.
All aboard? All right, any other comments or resolutions? Chris?
All right, I make a motion that we close the town board meeting and open up the community development agency meeting. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The CDA meeting is now open.
CDA Resolution Number 9 authorizes the chairman to execute a license agreement with Raw TV Limited.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
And the resolution is therefore duly adopted, and that completes the business of the
I
CDA.
make a motion we close the community development agency meeting and reopen the Riverhead Town Board meeting. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
The town board meeting is now reopened. Should we just go right into resolutions?
Yep.
Resolution 398.
398 is 2015 Chips Road resurfacing capital project budget adoption. So
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
That's interesting. Tara, did we get, I know the highway superintendent was very anxious to get all those roads paved, but we haven't gotten a PO for all of them, have we? No, just the Sound Avenue, that's it? Okay.
Well, he did Calverton, the road over in Manorville, no, the one that runs into Grumman. Grumman Boulevard. He was
Did we
doing
get
that Friday.
I don't even think we have a PO for that one yet.
He was doing it Friday.
All right, could you check on the PO for that? Because I only remember signing a PO for the Sound Avenue.
I think it had 2 on it.
Did it?
I'll have to double check.
Okay.
Resolution 399.
Riverhead Ambulance District budget adjustment. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 400.
Can we take, I'd like to make a motion, I'll make the motion to table Resolution 400 and 401. The applicant asked us to table it, and they have not submitted the cash deposit for the,
I second that.
400 and 401, you said? Both?
let's see, wait a minute.
Yeah. 401.
401, you know what? I think they got the cash deposit on 400, so we can do 400. 401, so I withdraw my request to table 400. So let's vote on 400 because we did get that money.
Okay, John.
authorizes the acceptance of cash security for Island Water Park Foundation. So moved.
I'll second. Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
I'll abstain. I did some work for them 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 400 is adopted. Resolution 401.
This is the one, I make a motion to table resolution 401, grants excavation exportation permit, as they have not paid $171,000 yet.
I second that.
Moved and seconded as to table.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution 401 is tabled. Resolution 402.
Authorizes application to the U.S. DOT for Tiger Grant to support the maglev demonstration vehicle and certification project. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 403.
Authorized execution of Main Street Program Grant. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 404.
Appoints a bus driver to the seniors program. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 405.
Ratifies the appointment of a part-time homemaker to the senior citizen program. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 406.
It grants the special use permit petition of John and Kira Gantley. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 407.
Authorization to publish advertisement for 2016 ambulance for the Town of Riverhead Ambulance District. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 408.
Authorization to publish advertisement for diesel fuel. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution.
Hold on, this is, the school district buys an exorbitant amount of diesel fuel. We should also be checking. Tara, can you have, since we're gonna adopt this local law, can you check with Mary Ann to see what the school district price is for diesel fuel? Actually, they probably have it less than an exorbitant, now they use a lot of propane.
Resolution 409.
Awards bid for Ford parts. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 410.
Authorization to publish advertisement for heating fuel. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 411.
Authorization to publish advertisement for fertilizer and lawn chemicals. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 412.
Warner Drive Road Repair and Improvement Project. Budget adoption. So moved.
And seconded.
How about time? Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
It's been a long time coming, so I'm very happy for the residents along Warner Drive and our highway superintendent, George Whitson. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 413.
Appoint senior lifeguards to the Recreation Department. Can we, put 414 together with this? Appoint senior beach
12.
attendants?
13 and 14, yeah, they're all appointments, that's fine with me. If you want to move
Not 12,
412,
just-
413, and
That's
414.
12, 13 and 14. I'd like to move,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Resolution
413 and
13 and
14.
414.
Yeah.
One says appoint seasonal lifeguards to the Recreation Department. The 414 appoint seasonal beach attendants to the Recreation Department. So moved.
I'll second both.
Moved and seconded. Vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolutions 413 and 414 are adopted. Resolution 415.
Appoints law firm Smith, Finkelstein, Lundberg, Eisler, and Yakubowski as special counsel in the matter of Campo Brothers, a New York partnership versus Richard M. O'Day, Chairman Joseph A. Bear, Vice Chair Secretary Stanley Carey, Ed Deniseski, Lyle Wells, members of the Planning Board of the Town of Riverhead, the planning board of the town of Riverhead and the town of Riverhead. And that's Supreme Court Index number 14-18380. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 416.
Adopts a local law amending Chapter 45 entitled Alarm Systems of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 417.
Awards bid for snack vendors. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 418.
Awards bid for sporting goods for 2015. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and
This is
seconded,
thanks,
yeah.
huh?
Well, if the school district needs something, maybe they should see us.
Yeah. This is a book.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 418.
Approves the application for fireworks permit of Riverhead Business Improvement District Management Association. That's July 3rd, 2015. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
And- oh, could I just say something? If anybody knows anybody that, any band that plays patriotic music, contact me. Because you would like a band before the fireworks playing some patriotic music. I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 420.
Ratifies the approval of the Chapter 90 application of Riverhead Elks Lodge number 2044, lawn mower races and children's bicycle races, Sunday, May 31st, 2015. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 421.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of River Elks Lodge number 2044, lawnmower races and children's bicycle races for June 28th, August 30th, September 27th, and November 1st. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 422.
It ratifies the approval of the Chapter 90 application of Home Depot Development of Maryland Incorporated for the Plants Annuals and Tree Sale, May 30th, 2015 through July 14th, 2015. So
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 423.
Approves the application for fireworks permit of Jamesville Fire Department. That's for Saturday, July 11th, 2015. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 424.
Approves the Chapter 90 application of Long Island Antique Power Association, Antique Tractor Show and Pull, July 11th and 12th, 2015. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 425.
Approves the application for fireworks permit of Riverhead Raceways, July 4th, 2015. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 426.
It ratifies the approval of the Chapter 90 application of the First Baptist Church of Riverhead for the Health, Wellness, and Fitness Fair this past Saturday, May 30th. So moved.
And seconded?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 427.
Rescinds Resolution 335 of 2015. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 428.
Authorization to publish advertisement for snack vendors for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yeah, these are for the rest of the recreation areas in the town of Riverhead. We only approved Wading River tonight, so I vote yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 429.
Awards bid for corrosion control chemical for use by the Riverhead Water District. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 430.
430 is expressing the sense of the town of Riverhead generally supporting approval of the Kent Animal Shelter Incorporated's core preservation area hardship application being considered by the Central Pine Barrens Joint Planning and Policy Commission. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 431.
Pays bills.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
All right, now we generally open the town board meeting up for anybody that wants to have a conversation with the board. We ask you to limit your comments to 5 minutes. Does anybody wish to be heard today? Yes, Jack? You come up to the podium. Jack, if you could just identify yourself and affiliation for the record.
Okay, I'm Jack Van Wettering. I live in Sound Avenue, Bating Hollow, and we're owners of Ivy Acres. And I'm here to talk about, there is a opportunity for this town to be the recipients of maybe some good jobs, which we all sorely need. We're not a town that has affluent. We're not the Hamptons. And Riverhead is actually probably the poorest town around here. In the applications that I'm putting in front of the New York State Department of Health, we're looking to see if we can grow our marijuana in this town. Which
Isn't
is
that strange that that just rolls off our lips now? I can't let it pass. I'm sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
And it is specifically only for the mentally ill. It's the people who are sick. It's not for you, John. It's not for anybody up here. You're all doing fine. But it is for the ones who have cancer.
At least he says
The ones that
we're
have
not
Parkinson's
mentally ill.
disease. And any other chronically ill patient, right, to give them some relief. It is okayed by the governor. It's going to come a law, whether this might happen on Long Island or anywhere else, but it's going to happen in New York State. We were fortunate that it could happen over here. And if that is the case, this is going to be quite big for this town of Riverhead. We could start with 50 jobs right from the beginning, good paying jobs. We're not talking about $10 an hour. We're talking about big management coming in here, researchers, doctors, and then also blue collar, all right, probably another 100 or so in the future, and at prevailing wages with unions, and also all the benefits that go with that. If it doesn't happen here, it will happen somewhere else. It's going to happen because it is the law. It's not something we can change. So I guess what I'm asking the town board that it will behoove the town to say yes, because if you don't, it will go somewhere else. So I'm looking for support. And it's a support just for an application. We're going to be one of maybe 150. It costs $10,000 just to go and get the paperwork, and then it's another $200,000 just to fill it all in. We're filling it all in right now. It's about 1,000 pages.
Wow.
We're doing it all in our basement, correlating it right now. So this is not a small thing. The benefit is huge for this town because we're talking about millions of dollars being handled through this community. And that's not a small thing. And good paying jobs. And it's going to happen. Wallkill, up in upstate New York. They can't wait for it to happen there. They have communities also, the same as us, of 25 to 30,000 people. And, they're going to make quite a bit over there. When this whole thing is developed, there's probably $10 million going right to Suffolk County, and there's going to be some probably left over also for this community right here.
John, if the Suffolk County legislature gets it, we won't get anything.
Well,
We'll try.
We can work on that. all right? We can work on that. And you know, our company and our family, we will help us work with you. We've been around here for the last 50 years or more, and we have helped your community or our community with lots of projects wherever we could. And we will continue doing that, and if we prosper, of course, the benefits will be there for all concerned over here. I do have some, John asked me this morning, he called up, he says, hey, why are you picking the Edwards Avenue facility and not the Sound Avenue facility? Well, one of the reasons was the law says you got to be away from a church of at least 1,000 feet. And that's one of the reasons, John. Are we allowed to go and grow it? Yeah, it's in the Park of Niagara Markets. We can grow it. We can start tomorrow. It's not a problem. Security is going to be a big problem. No, I'm sorry. It's not a big problem. It just costs money. And we're looking at the local police to help, to work off duty, if that is a possibility, to help us also to make sure that on the streets that nobody's going to get there. It's not going to be people coming in off the street to go and get marijuana from us. That's all going to go to another site. It has nothing to do with us. And security is a big deal. And when we do put it together, it will be done in such a way where it's pleasant to all concerned. So we're going to mount it with shrubs and trees, so you really don't see it, and it'll be much secure for the whole community. Right now, there is none. Anybody can just walk in there. But we're going to make it sure that it is. And it's mandated. And all the things that the state is saying that we have to do, we're going to do it better than what the state even asked for. So there's not going to be any loopholes of that. So I'm looking over here for the support for the community and saying, if you're all for it, the chances are much greater than if you're not for it. Right? Here could be something that is a big deal. Yes,
I'm going to ask a question. Now, this other facility, you said the Edwards Avenue. You got residential abutting that or close to that?
Yes, we have residential people living right around us. We also have some houses that we own ourselves that are right around us. And we also have the Frickies who live right next door to us. As a matter of fact, she's going to write a letter of support saying that this is a good thing. It is for people who are sick. This is not to have candy bars or to have cookies. That's not what this is all about. This is for people who are sick.
I think community support and resident support is essential for this to move forward. I think with the residential, community is concerned. I just want to read a comment that came from Suffolk County Economic Development Specialist, Agriculture and Marine, and that's Augie Ruckshell. Okay? And I'm just reading a comment that he had put out, because he apparently studied this somewhat. And he says, the operation is intensive. It can produce a potent odor well outside the confines of the greenhouse operation, which will definitely turn off neighbors. Also, there are a lot of patchwork of federal regulations which prevent the operation from setting up within 1,000 feet of a school, church, park, daycare, which you mentioned, within 1,000 feet. So obviously, when those greenhouses are open, that gets vented out. They're saying it's very, terrible smell.
That is when
so I'm concerned about
sure.
the neighbors there. There may be a better location. Maybe EPCAL would be a better location, but I'm really concerned that those neighbors would be exposed to that. Affect the quality of life.
Well, that is, I'm not saying that's not true at all, but we have plants over there that are also poisonous, all right? And we use them all the time. And George, you use them also, and that's poinsettias. You don't want to eat it.
Well, I'm saying I've talked to someone else, tremendous amount of odor that comes out when you vent those greenhouses. So I don't think any neighbor being close should be exposed to that.
If the law says that we have to go and do something about taking that air and recycle it, well, then we'll do it.
Right. Because the federal regulations say 1,000 feet, so that sounds to me pretty well distance that they're recognizing as being somewhat.
We'll stay all within
noxious.
the law, what the law says, and better.
Right.
So
but that would be my concern is the location.
Okay, yes, and it's a good concern. There's no question about it.
Jack, is this going to be all inside? Is it going to be
This
greenhouse?
will all be inside, yes.
Won't be in the
And
open
it's going to
fields?
be in our newer greenhouses, which are now 25 feet. So the air that will go out, it's much higher than if it's like close to the ground.
So just the birds will be flying upside down?
Yeah.
You're flying or doing what, Jim?
And
Crashing.
if you'll look into purifiers, if you have to purify the air before it goes out.
We're gonna, if the law says that we have to do that, we'll do that.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
okay.
So I just, as Jack, said to, when Jack and Kurt Van de Wettering came in, there are 3 organizations or companies looking to locate in Riverhead, 2 in EPCAL and 1, the Van de Wettering Farm. So it's very difficult for the board. I mean, I don't know if that letter got sent out yet, but we will issue a letter of support of the Van de Wettering family and all the good things you have done for the community, but it's very difficult for us to pick you versus the other 2 that are.
Open it up to everybody.
I think this.
And I'm not saying it should just be me. If anybody else would, so give the support to any one of them.
Is there a deadline date kind of where you need this?
Yes, the deadline date is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, I think personally, this has to be vetted to the community. They have to have a chance to speak on this. We can't just, we'd be irresponsible as a board, I think, to prove this without running, you should have came to us a month ago, 2 months ago. Let the community have their feedback. I'm sure it'd be tremendous,
George,
one way or another.
I can go and start growing it any time I want. I don't have to ask the board. I don't have to ask anybody. I'm asking you for the support to go for an
I
application.
question that, because the federal regulations say certain things here that you're saying maybe you will
It's
just
approved
maybe
by
you
the
won't.
Department of Ag and Markets.
I have, after meeting with you on Friday and hearing about this proposal, you sent me a bunch of paperwork that I've been trying to read through over the weekend in between kids' games and things like that, and it's a lot of information to read through and to get your questions answered all within a 5-day period, over a weekend also. And I've asked the town attorney to look into information for me, and she just gave me another, stack of paperwork with questions that I had with the answers to it. There's so many questions and so many things that I question the state's motive for approving 5 locations as of now, and the 35 million.
You have no control over that, Judy.
No, I know I don't, but,
Right, so why even
my
go there?
concern is planning for the future in that,
Yeah,
right
so
now
am
they're
I
saying
planning.
there's going to be 5 locations, and it's only going to be approved for medical marijuana.
Yeah.
What happens 10 years down the road when the state says,
They're gonna-
you
they're
know
gonna
what, we're
open it
gonna
up again."
legalize marijuana in New York State, because the 35 million we're getting in taxes is not enough, we want $350 million in taxes. Then what happens? Is this going to be considered, will they say that the 5 operations that currently exist are now going to be distribution centers for other smaller distribution centers throughout the state that they approve? I don't trust our state legislators to make the right decisions as to whether or not they would legalize marijuana in New York State for everybody, or if it would just be for medical marijuana. And there's nothing in any of those documents saying that down the road that, it's just going to be for medical marijuana.
And then you're
So,
wrong. Then you're wrong, because it's specifically for medical only.
for now,
Well, that's what we're on for today. We're
Okay.
not on for 100 years from now. Today, yes,
my
that's what
heart
it
goes
is.
out. My heart goes out to all the people that this medical marijuana will help. And I told you this the other day. I lost my first husband to lung cancer,
Yep, I
and
know.
medical marijuana may have helped him, so that he went from 240 pounds to 90 pounds. Or maybe if he had that, he would want to eat, or whatever the other effects
Yep.
of this, medical marijuana drug does for the people. I know that people that have been prescribed medical marijuana are getting the medical marijuana
Yeah, you can
now.
get it
They're not getting
So-
it here.
Well,
No, you can get it here.
so
I checked
I'm.
Well,
on that.
then you're
Well,
against the law.
thank you for
Yeah,
answering
you
that
can
question,
get it
because
here.
that's one of my questions.
Check with a nurse.
You can get it here. You can get it in New York anytime you want.
But if it's approved, your
No, you can get
operation,
it at the
whether
hospital.
it exists or not, the supply will be there. So it's not like we're depending on you or anyone else. So
That's
that
right.
argument is moot.
Well, when I first heard about this, I was against it, but after I did some research on it, this helps sick people. It helps kids that have epilepsy, and it helps adults with pain. So it is a medical helper. And after thinking about that, I said, how can I say no to somebody who's in pain, or someone that has these epileptic fits, 25 or 30 in 8 hours, where we may be able to calm it down to 10 So I think it's a good idea. And these are high-paying jobs. These are not low-paying jobs, and they're union jobs. So they're gonna pay the same as unions pay. So we are bringing industry into Riverhead. People want jobs, they want high-paying jobs, and this is one aspect of that. So if we can help people, I think it's something that we should consider.
I think it's probably, Jack, I think it's probably an individual choice for each board member here, and I don't think you're gonna get a sense resolution from the town board, so I think if you deal with each individual board member, you maybe all get a letter one way saying
I
something.
think we talked, Jack, and you know, at first blush, I'm not opposed to it, because I know they're making great strides every day in the nation when it comes to medical marijuana and its uses.
Yeah.
The medical field is going all over the place with that. My thing is, I can imagine there must be a tremendous amount of state oversight on this as well.
Unbelievable.
So
I
why
mean,
would
we
you
have to
put
fill,
yourself through that?
when I fill out a form that is 1,000 pages, what do you think I'm signing?
Your life away?
No, everything has to be better than whatever has been before. Security is an unbelievable thing, and it has to be. And it doesn't make any difference whether it's here or it's upstate New York, etc. All I'm saying is that here is an opportunity whereby through this county or this town, you might be running through maybe $50 to $100 million. You know what the ramifications of that is? You know what the dollars means on that? And it's going to go somewhere else, because most other places is going upstate because it's inexpensive, easy to do. Nobody says no. They want you. Here you have an opportunity, and nobody says it's going to happen because we're one of 150.
And you're not going to dispense it.
I'm sorry?
You're not going to dispense it.
No.
No.
That has nothing to do
This
with
is
us.
only growing.
We're all going to grow, and that's it. Nothing else.
Who do you have letters of support from thus far?
So far, I got it from my neighbor, the Frickies. Lives right next door to me. I got a letter of support from Rotary. I got a letter of support from doctors, the hospital. I mean, I can go on and on.
Well, Jack, I think the better, because we gotta really
I just,
limit this speech to 5 minutes.
Okay.
What I think would be good is just individual, if a board member feels so inclined, get a letter of support from the board, because first of all, we can't do something at this late stage because tomorrow is your cutoff and our town board meeting is more or less coming to an end.
I hear you. And,
if I'd like to make one comment,
I
I don't
just hope
disagree with John. I don't, could be a medical use, it may not, that's not the point with me, the point is location. I think we really have to vet that, because we have no right to expose something that may just be, totally toxic, not toxic, it's terrible odors being exposed to the neighbors. We have to vet that with them. I think we respond, it's just too short a notice for us to make this decision.
Yeah,
wish
and
we
I
had
said to you-
a few, we could have set up a public type of thing. And you mentioned security, is that security as in cameras or?
Oh, yeah.
Physical
you could
presence
even
of?
land an helicopter.
Will you
in
have
our place.
people walking security type?
Absolutely.
Right. So
So-
that, and I get that, you need a lot of security, so you probably have patrols there 24 hours a day.
Yep.
Okay, so if I'm a neighbor, how do I feel? My kids are in the backyard playing, and next door we got people patrolling,
It's going to be
a facility we're
far
going-
enough away from where that is.
If you have neighbors abutting it, that's, so we gotta really,
Barbecue time.
it's gotta be something I think we really have to vet a little bit more as a board, that's why we can't make a rash decision. And I agree with Sean, one-on-one, we can,
Have you ever visited one of these sites?
Yeah, I visited them in Colorado and used to see what that is like.
Well,
They're all
that's-
done in buildings that are.
Yeah, that's different, that's recreational, you say, they probably grow a lot more than they need. They grow a lot more
That's a
than they need.
joke. We're so far ahead with greenhouses in modern conditions right now, and we're putting it in our new facilities, that it's way ahead. We're using natural light, while in the older buildings, they're using just light. So we're way ahead of that. And the state likes that. That's also part of it. So again, it comes down to if the community or the towns are against it, it's not going to work, guys. I can tell you right now. All right? It's an application. That's it. And but you're talking about $100 million to $200 million. That's a lot of dollars.
But it would already be approved under Ag and Markets, am I correct?
What's that?
It would already be approved
Well,
under Ag and Markets, right?
We're allowed to grow it.
How are
Yeah.
you allowed to grow it? I'm just.
No, because it's an agricultural product, and it's in our Ag and Markets laws.
But the federal regulations
That's
can
not right.
override that. The certain federal regulations apply. If
No,
you're being away from
there's nothing-
churches,
we're
schools,
not doing
1,000
it.
feet.
It's New
correct?
York State
No,
Department
but
of
I'm
Ag
saying
and Markets.
federal regulations which prevent the operation from setting up within 1,000 feet of a school, church, park, daycare center, etc. So how do you, so there are certain regulations you have to have in
Oh,
place.
there's
Federal.
always regulations, you know. Whenever I come
But
to
I'm
this town,
saying,
there's
so that's a big deal,
regulations.
1,000 feet saying there's no regulations, that's night and day.
And we will work whatever regulations that are imposed upon us, of course.
All
Okay.
right, Jack, thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
I
Jack.
appreciate it for a lively end
Yeah,
to our
it was,
board meeting. Did anybody else wish to be heard?
actually,
If not,
I'd like to make a motion that we close the town board meeting.
second,
So
all in
moved.
favor, aye, opposed,
Aye.
abstentions, motion carries.
All right.
Make it- That wasn't bad, that was quick. Huh?